These are 33s, 6-inch lift with the console seats. Big mud ties, need my ball joints greased. I'm feeling every bump, every stomp in the street. You can hear me coming down the block before I turn. Too damn high, catch a flop from all the birds. If I break down, I fix it, I ain't worried.
But I have secrets, but we'll start with that. But what's going on, everybody? I'm the one, the only, the WOOKIE. Joined here by some of the misfits. We no sheep this week, but we do have an Ewok shoe. Oh, I'm sorry. What do we got? We got the Minnesota Deuce. Or the Roseville Deuce. What do you call it again?
That's right.
Well, it's very fitting today, boys. It's very fitting today. So, hello, KeyForge family. It is great to be here. A little smelly, but I am happy to be with you this evening. Yes, I am.
And we got the Drazcore of the Drazcore. Drazcore of the Drazcore. I'll get that one down later.
That's right.
The Drazcore.
The Drazcore.
How's it going, everyone?
I was going to say hi, Drazcore. And we figured we'd round out the year, because this is our last episode, boys, until the 8th of January. Last episode of 2025. We figured we'd round out the year with a thrilling Q&A with SkyJedi himself, Mr. Luke. Luke, welcome aboard.
How you doing, guys?
Doing
Thanks
well.
for having me.
So there's secrets.
Hello.
Is Luke actually your last name? Is that why you're Mr. Luke?
He's Mr.
Yes.
Luke.
No, Luke is the first name.
Yeah.
Oh.
And
Luke.
I have the super unique last name of Olsen, so, you know, we're...
I
Like
thought
the
he was going to be
twins.
talking. Oh, all right. Olsen twins. I thought he was still going to lean into the whirly ball and champion of champions.
Right,
MVP. Like, this is really where you need to be going. This is what we're all about.
I did bring home my whirly ball trophy, and my youngest daughter immediately stole it, so I no longer have that.
As any good dad will do. Here you go.
It's
I
all
didn't say
right.
here
Now,
you go.
No. What is mine is yours, and it is definitely yours and not mine anymore.
Exactly.
And what is yours. But now that I own a 3D printer, I definitely plan on first thing printing out awesome Whirly Ball Championship trophies.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. They'll be available in 2026, maybe.
And
I was not there for Whirly Ball, but I understand.
Well, suck
Luke,
less.
if
Get
this
a
whole
better
KeyForge
flight.
thing doesn't work out, you could just start a career in Whirly Ball. That's what I hear.
I mean, sometimes you have hidden talents for things.
competitive
gotta have a
Whirly
backup
Ball.
plan, right? Well,
That's definitely a thing.
is there a
that
professional
exists.
league for Whirly Ball? Is that a
Yeah.
thing? Is that on
Got to be like
ESPN
semi-pros.
37?
Yeah, no, not yet. I mean, shit, pickleball's a professional sport now. Whirly Ball might as well be.
Oh gosh.
I remember playing
Whirly
pickleball
Ball
in high school.
Leagues.
Is that
There's
pro?
a Whirly Ball League in the Twin Cities here.
Really? Is that professional?
Oh, well,
Well,
no.
Whirly Ball Rebels in Chicago. Ooh. Competition, Minnesota and Chicago.
Oh, there is a 2020. There is a Whirly Ball Nationals.
Yeah.
Book your spot.
is it also in Roseville?
No, that is not
Intense
showing that if you look.
competition.
Coming back to Chicagoland.
The Rebels League.
This one's in North Milwaukee Avenue in Vernon Hills, Illinois. Oh, the Whirly Ball Rebels League. Never mind. We're not here to talk about Whirly Ball. You know what we're here for? We're here to ask Luke questions, right? That's what we're all here for. Don't answer all at once. So, to be fair, right, and to make everybody in the KeyForge community happy, you guys want to know what I did? How I generated these questions? How I did the questions?
Did you ask AI to do this?
I totally asked ChatGPT to form questions.
Well, there you go.
I think, we all know just
Hold
by,
up, let
reading our Discord how much
Everyone
people
loves
love-
AI.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just
Hold
to
on one
piss
second.
off the entire community.
Answer
No.
these questions for me. Please.
Genius.
You got to be nice to the robot.
Yeah.
Add more sass and sarcasm.
I don't even remember what my
No,
prompt was.
I got that.
Perfect.
All right. So we'll start
I
with
did not go ahead and ask ChatGPT. I put my own questions in for what it is worth.
Where?
So, there you go. Oh my goodness.
Nice.
Is it the one highlighted in green?
I'm starting. I will put some in little by little. You got this.
Now I don't even know what our question. All right, well, ask your questions then.
Well, I want to start off. Luke, we know that you've been a fan of KeyForge from early on. And the game's been important, both as a player and now in a different role as being a game designer. What game mechanics are your favorites from previous designers? So you don't have to throw yourself under, but from previous designers, what have been your favorite mechanics?
So I have one of my favorite decks is from Mass Mutations. It's a Sin deck, but it also has an auto-encoder in it. But that's not that's only part of the equation. The other half of the equation is there's a Untamed House with a couple Cephalus, a couple Fandangles, and then it's got 3 daughters in it as well. So the game plan there is the winning thing is all about getting your sins out and doing shenanigans with that. But until that happens, you just kind of flood the board with all these crazy awesome creatures. And you force your opponent to respond to all these creatures because they can win the game on their own if you let them. But then as they're dealing with all that, you kind of save up all the disc stuff and you just throw it at them at the end. So it's a fun mechanic there I really like is throwing you off by playing this strategy that not a lot of people would really go for, and just making you target all these little guys and having to deal with them. And just slow you down just enough.
So quality of creatures and board flood is what you're looking at.
Yeah.
This sounds like one of those weird JDG strategies.
Probably.
Well, no, this is the
not a
opposite,
really
right? He's Pixelstone Man, right?
He's quick. He's also done an auto encoder where he basically discards his entire deck to get everything in his archives, and I think that's what I played against him in what was that, Final Refrain, where it took me the first game, and I was like, oh, okay. About halfway through the game, I finally figured out what he was doing, and I'm like, because it was definitely not the way Ewok played it.
Nope.
So Luke, you mentioned auto-encoder.
Mm-hmm.
Now, so why would you purge logos before reprinting auto-encoder if you like auto-encoder so much?
I do like auto-encoder a lot.
It's pretty cool.
But
good one.
It is pretty cool. Logos, it just lore-wise, it was just a really good opportunity to kind of shake up what KeyForge was. And Logos is by far my favorite house in the entire thing, and I'm very sad to see it go.
I'm not.
But I'm also... What was that?
I said I'm not.
But yeah, it has become quite a dominant house, too, and it kind of has been known for one thing, and then it has continued to grow, and it's kind of a little jack of all trades now. So it was kind of bittersweet seeing it go, but it's also okay, now we can kind of do a little bit of a reset and kind of spread off some of the power to other houses.
So tell me, I'm real curious. How did this play out in the office when this idea was being formed? Did you walk in with a Logos card and a big knife and just stab it right on CTP's desk or something to be we should murder Logos? Is that how it went? Or I don't know.
It was more dartboard than knives, I guess.
Oh, okay.
So
wait, you put all these houses on a dartboard, or you were targeting Logos?
No, it was just one of those things hey, we're thinking about doing this, and let's kind of just play out the scenarios of okay, what houses would be leaving and which ones make sense to leave, and how can we work this in thematically and lore-wise and make a story.
So it wasn't what
it.
House is too good now and literally is bad at things?
That was part of it. Everything is kind of everything is all part of the thing. My dog is now just broken in. Hey, bud.
So it wasn't part of our story plan that Logos was chosen by all individuals playing our storyline?
No, Logos was.
I teased. That was separate. And I'm well aware.
I was going to say, Marcus gave this one away. He said that Logos was always getting it.
Well, I think that if you actually look at it it said houses, and so there were clues that were there that it wasn't just basically what we were playing for, but there was something else, and it could have been 2 from the top 2 houses pulled. I think that Logos honestly has run away with. You said jack of all trades, but I really think that it's acquired efficiency, amber control, key increase. We now have steel. Playing multiple efficiency through playing multiple cards. It's just gained so many different solid mechanics that it's a little concerning in that manner. So I hopefully we will see the reset, as you talk about, as being able to level out some of those components and really dish them out to other houses.
Yeah. And it was, I think when originally assigning all of the houses, here's their special thing that they do. I'm not sure how much they knew efficiency was going to be a big thing in the game, as big as it could possibly as it was. So I think having that kind of locked into one house kind of limited the design space there, whereas now we can kind of spread it out and there's no draw house anymore.
I mean, we going all the way back, Logos was a favorite house from earliest designer on. So that doesn't typically surprise me. But Luke, you play other games. We've played other games as well, board games to other card games. Efficiency is still extremely important, especially with the idea that I'm not drawing one card at a time. But if I can refill my hand completely, then yes, the more efficiency I gain, it's extremely important on the game.
Yeah.
So actually, you mentioned something interesting there. You said, "Hey, the original designers." I'm curious, how much or how often have you gone and talked and discussed with that original crew to sort of download what they were thinking when they originally created KeyForge versus, just sort of extrapolating what they were thinking based on what you see in the cards?
There's a lot of extrapolation. I've never actually talked directly to any of the other designers. Michael has, I believe, in the past. Okay. But no, that's not an option that was given or put up forward to me.
Well, not in the same company at all anymore, right? So you'd have to
it's different companies.
Yeah.
But we have a bunch of their notes and a bunch of their old design documents and stuff like that. So that's always interesting to go back and read through and kind of get in their mind space about what they were thinking and what they were doing.
What's the juiciest thing in those notes you can tell us? Something juicy.
Off
the top of your head, I don't know.
It's a game designer notes. There's no gossip or anything in there.
It's not
you'll just have to
scandalous.
Spend $2,000 on Sleepy Dragons to find out.
Oh, there you go. Well, I've already done that, so
yeah. So now you'll find out whenever it gets to you.
Well,
all right.
Jasper, do I?
Okay, fair enough. Go ahead, Wookie.
So I don't know. I got sidetracked there. What I am seeing is FFG talking with early designers. They had a multiple year plan that was kind of laid out for what sets were going to be produced. And just in general terms, can you go ahead and tell us, is there still a plan in existence, kind of a framework for how far out you guys are working? And realize that there's multiple different tiers, kind of early stage development, and then kind of that refining as you go in.
So we're deep into shattered realities at the moment, but we're always thinking forward onto the next thing. So we're thinking about the next set after that, and some mechanics and some directions we want to kind of go with that. Usually we start with like a lore-wise, like here's what is kind of happening in the Crucible, so then we can roll into what houses make sense for this next house, and like what mechanics we can bring in to make things interesting for what lore we want to kind of develop.
Which one is that? Is that top down or bottom up? I can never remember.
I don't know.
Sideways.
Yeah.
More, yeah, it's more lore,
one's like you have
lore based, and
ones you have like you have the cards you want to produce and you make the story match them, and then the others you have the story and then you make the cards match the story.
Right. Like it's a give and take. Like it's never just one way or the other. Like so, if we find a really cool idea, like let's work this into the story somehow.
Who writes the story and where can I read them?
Who writes this? Michael is mostly in charge of the story.
Okay.
For the KeyForge at the moment.
And
where you write the story every time you play KeyForge.
That's your.
Yeah, that's right.
Aw.
And the real story is the friends made along the way.
Oh,
there you go.
Well, and my question is, how much does competitive play, as competitive play podcast, that's where we originally used to be.
Let's be honest, we're a shit-talking podcast at this point.
Have we even made it to that level? I don't even know if we're at that level.
Yeah, we're there. Did you listen to all of 2024?
Unfortunately, I did.
Oh, okay.
No, I was over here. My question really comes, though, how much does competitive play have an impact once you start to see what cards and what decks and what is impacting the present meta? Does that impact the next set? Do you guys ever go back and readjust kind of before the next set comes out? And
yeah, it definitely matters. Like if you look at there are cards in Amber Skies that were put in there just specifically to go after what Grim Reminders was doing in the meta.
Boo. That's me thinking loud. My bad.
That's fine.
I'm going to mute my mic.
Well, I mean, I think that it's an important, there's an idea of firefighting where we have to put out this immediate issue, especially when we have dominant cards or dominant sets, but also the idea then for thinking of how is this going to impact the game long term. With KeyForge being an evergreen game, the idea that a coded deck can still be played puts a lot of different parameters and constraints on a game designer than many other CCGs. It's incredibly difficult to be able to balance.
Yeah, it's on my mind pretty much every single day working on these cards, and to make things interesting without making things broken. And it's always a very narrow path that you kind of have to walk on there.
So then, do you essentially have like a point system or something that you're giving to individual cards so that you can keep it relatively balanced?
No, nothing like official like that. I kind of have an idea of like, here's kind of what I want. Like, here's the how do I describe this? The power that I want to design for a rare card, for instance, in different gradations between rare, uncommon, and common cards. And that's mostly kind of how we have to go with that. And then kind of go from there with things. And then we have a bunch of levers that we can pull on to try to balance things out during playtesting.
All right. Anything else there, Mr. Ewok? That was a 20-minute question.
I will back up. Well, we were having follow-ups. Go ahead, Drez.
Okay. No. I think so. I guess my follow-on to that is a slightly different, like related, but so like I'm just imagining. So you're like one dude, right?
Yes.
last you checked, right? Most of the time. Yeah. All right. And like there's a lot of cards in this game, right?
There are just a few.
Yeah. So like I don't know if you're like, how do you Like that just seems hard for one dude to like make all these cards, keep them all balanced. Like how do you try to like find a way to through that? Do you are there other folks in the office who you're constantly like being like, hey, look at this, or are you like really bothering the playtest? Bothering, they volunteers, but are you pinging the playtesters like every day? Like, okay, look at this. Like, tell me about that process.
So, first of all, like, Michael in the office is always a huge resource to have. Just bouncing card ideas off of him is a favorite pastime of mine. I do talk to our two judges a lot. And like, hey, what do you think about this card? And several times they have told me, don't do that. And sometimes I listen to them on that. But,
all right, hold on. Now, all right. So what card did they say don't do that and you didn't listen to them? You're like, nope, doing it. One card that comes to mind is De-Animator.
Oh.
Okay. Because rules wise, they're like, please.
Rules wise, like, don't. Like,
Gotcha. And that is a very interesting card, but like 100%.
Right.
There's a lot of questions. Yeah.
There's some weird rules, interactions with it, and I totally understand where that. And then it evolved a whole bunch from where it originally was presented to them to where it is now, and.
Well, and that's similar to old school Jargoogle, which it presents such a rules nightmare. So some of those cards have amazing interaction, and as gamers, we love to be able to break kind of what the game is set up to do. But yes, I can imagine for the judges going, please don't do that to us.
Right. They're really happy with the play capture one kind of cards. I'm like, I got that.
We will keep encouraging you. Don't go there. We do need to have complexity to the game.
Right.
It needs to be balanced, but yeah.
Yeah, you don't need to reprint rating night again. We're okay. We're okay. We got it enough times.
More rating night, please.
Rating night's house no longer exists.
That's true.
This is also true.
So, there you go.
So here's a question.
But we talked about it going into other houses.
That means it's time for a reprint.
So how many fake email addresses did you have to create, Luke, to submit, please, like Purge Sanctum, in order for it to like bump to the top?
How many fake emails did I have to send? I don't believe it was an email system,
Josh to do it? He seems like he would do it. What's that?
It was I don't believe it was an email system, sir.
No, it wasn't. Don't you remember how it was done?
All right, this is a bad
you had
joke.
To fill out a form. Right. Bad joke.
How close was it, actually? Was it like ultra close?
I don't know.
Was it
what the actual numbers were? I stayed out of that.
But can you
really? You don't know? Who?
Conspiracy goes deeper.
Who's in charge of this? Is it Josh?
It's an event.
Ghost of Ghost Galaxy.
The ghost of Ghost Galaxy.
I will go ahead and say that DePapa has done a great job with our Mars event.
Yeah.
But we just, it should be, honestly, we can go ahead and have a Google form that's out for the event runners that you could have gone ahead and input, and that's showing a pie graph or a bar graph to show which house is in the lead. I think it would have brought people back to the keyforging.com website and have reason to be able to go ahead and visit the website more frequently. You also can kind of cheer on your house or kind of not, and then have a cutoff date. Like, again, that interactivity in our fast-paced world is something that can be a highlight of, a local event that's bringing people out. So I know that's not you, but that's more just a plea for the future.
But then it just begs the question: how did he know not to make that house in the next set?
That was probably just luck.
Dumb luck,
but who knows?
Yeah,
you know what it was. I'm gonna start a rumor that like it was actually like CTP in his evil throne room, who's like petting his hairless cat, who's just like counting the ballots and then changing them. I don't know.
Does he
that's
have-
the story I
He's
just made.
counting,
Does
and
he
then he
have
just finds and it was close, so he's like, "Oops, lost those two." And now
Wait,
it's
No,
like,
yep, there you go.
I am picturing the little pinky finger up, and this is an Austin Powers moment.
right, but then who is
Exactly.
CTP's
Yep.
mini me? Is there just a mini
Dr.
CTP
Evil.
running around?
All right.
Well,
Well, we
that's
are off
Jeremy.
task. We are off task as only AC can do. So I will throw in another great question, and this is just mine, so you can blame me. What the heck is happening
All
with
right, you
Redemption? What the heck is happening with Redemption?
It's a house with a lot of lore behind it and a lot of chaos in its creation and it's a maintenance level.
So they hate themselves?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
I have a theory. Can I put my theory out there and you give me just a quick yes or no?
It's almost definitely gonna be no, but sure.
Perhaps. Okay. So my theory was they maybe knew about this event that was gonna dump two houses, right? And they needed somewhere for those two houses' cards to go. So they made Redemption. So now you're just going to see all Logos and Sanctum in Redemption as opposed to them actually being in their proper houses. So Redemption Powerhouse in 2026. That's my called shot for next year.
Okay. Well, we'll see how that turns out for you.
I'm going to guess it turns out
If a card starts with for each mutant creature, then it's definitely not going to be a powerhouse.
Well.
Well, again, I think that you leaning into the mutant creatures, like having Dav there, going ahead and doing Vault's Blessing, having impact cards with a high amount of mutants that can go ahead and pull it off. But outside of that, just playing creatures as a whole does not go ahead and stand up from the competitive side with what we are having. Even if you look at cards like Edge Magus, where you're going ahead and gaining an Amber and you can double up and have two of them, you're gaining two Amber. It can be Amber generation. But if you don't have those key cards, just having creatures as a whole really is a limiting factor. And so I just know from the community as a whole that Redemption, like one of my favorite PV decks has House Redemption, but they are so rare and so far in between. And even that it doesn't hold light. Yeah. So that's unfortunate because I think that KeyForge does lean into the lore. KeyForge does have some house identity. There's been some blurring, I guess, more recently. But we've also dug into many, many sets across the last few years. And so that puts extra strain and pressure on you. So
definitely.
I don't know.
An interesting design for Redemption was like to be focused on the mutant creatures, and before this in Mass Mutations, like that was the last one that kind of focused on mutants, and they had the benefit of like spreading mutants across all 7 houses and having the mutant trait be a thing in there. It's a lot different when you only have one house that you're kind of working with to do that. But we tried to play around with giving other cards on the board the mutant trait, even though they didn't have that printed on them, was one of the ideas that we had to try to bolster that. And to varying degrees of success, I would say.
Well, what you could do now is you could, they hate themselves so much that they are going to go and find the plagued Logos that are now mutants for some reason. And, you're going to get a mutant daughter and a mutant, whatever. I don't know.
Right.
Thanks for
spoiling
yes. the next
Sweet. We figured it out. But I guess that's all. Right? That could be interesting. Oh.
It could be. Yeah.
All right.
So from a game design standpoint, we had primarily seen a primary focus and secondary focus for each house identity. Is that still a key component that you look at when creating a new house, or going ahead and going forward with houses that are repeating?
So we do try to keep like each house kind of unique. With each of them having, like you said, a primary and a kind of a secondary characteristic about them and what they're trying to do. We try to keep that as unique as possible between all the houses. But with us getting up to like 12 houses now, how many houses we have right now, there's going to be some overlap in it. We do try to limit that as much as possible, and we try to come up with new ideas with what the houses are supposed to be actually doing. So the goal is to make each house feel unique and not like just a repeat of some other house, or just it's this house, but it does it better.
Right.
Yeah, I have 15 houses if I counted correctly from what's
15?
there. Yeah. And I think, that's been a little bit of the complaint for when you see Skyborn and Shadows, all of a sudden it took the steal from Shadows. Because I don't know about you, but for a game, I was anticipating seeing some more repetition of houses and kind of flushing out the mechanics for them versus kind of going wide with all the houses. So it was a really interesting choice to kind of dig into as many houses as we have in a relatively quick period of time.
New houses are fun and interesting, right? Like, get to see new cards, new stuff, right? But then, yeah, somehow the balance has to catch up or keep up or whatever.
Yeah,
right?
It's always that narrow road we walk.
Right. Like we've seen a few things, right? And some of those things, Luke, I think you're very involved with. Some of which like predate you, right? But we've seen like mechanisms that are just like quite strong that you could see a different world in which it would be a mechanism that wasn't strong, right? So for example, right, like the haunted thing, right? Like that's a conditional where it's like you need to be haunted to have this effect happen. But then Skyborn, right's got you move things around, or so you want them to be on the flank or not on the flank. But for the most part, that's considered not strong. But it's in many ways because of the strength of the effects or like the ease of which you can do the certain things. So I don't know, like when you approach both those things,
yeah.
Like, how do you think about like, hey, I want one of these things to be a strong thing and one of these things to be a lesser element, or are you attempting, at least? I know it's not easy, obviously, but like, are you attempting to make them both similar? Like, tell me about that.
We would like the mechanics to be impactful, like that we put in there. And again, to have varying degrees of success for all this stuff, to where we want to introduce some sort of challenge for the player. Just like, okay, I have this effect, but if I have this conditional on it, like I need to do something to make this as good as possible. And then the counterpoint to all of that is to like try to balance the card's effect, whereas like if this is a really easy thing to accomplish, you shouldn't get like this huge swing in a card power from doing that. Where if it's a harder thing to pull off, then maybe you get a bigger effect and stuff. But like finding that balance has always been like a big challenge for the game.
Yeah, it's a challenge. And then it's probably also different for like sealed versus Archon, right? Because
Absolutely.
like sealed, on average, boards matter way more, whereas Archon, super easy to bring something with lots of C, therefore boards matter less. So do you start with one or the other, or you just start concept and then try to stick it in the middle?
Concept and stick it in the middle, I guess, is where I would land with that. Because we don't want one format to just be the more obvious favored favorite. Like we want both to have a good experience.
Right.
All right. Are we ready to get into a few?
Yeah, do it, Wookie. Grab one. Your turn,
lightning
sir.
questions. I think these are some easy ones. All right. So you got your list out, right?
Yeah.
All right. So what's a design decision from your past that you most regret?
That I most regret. Well, there's a couple cards that I definitely wanted to make like a big, splashy, impactful card, and put it out there. And there've been a couple that have gone like way too far in being a lot more powerful than I expected, and that didn't kind of go the way. And there's been a couple that have also like just totally flopped, and like no one has even like talked about it after opening a deck. They're like, oh, okay. I'm like,
what's one of those cards that has flopped that you were like really hoping for?
Oh, a flopped card. Oh, Narplet is one that I keep coming back to. It's like, I know people like it.
Oh, that's a good card.
I know. Like it's just never been like a like. Check out this cool Narplet deck that I've had. No one's ever said that to me. So.
Yeah. Well, and I think, maybe if it was a common, I don't know.
Yeah. So I mean, the rarity has an impact. The house that it's in and the set, all of those are very impactful on the gameplay. But yes, Narplet is a very solid card. Just isn't game breaking or game.
And it's in a dog water house.
That hurts it a lot.
Brobnar's all right
not in that set.
Amber Skies. It's not.
It's okay.
Brobnar's heyday was whoa. And now they just want to beat things up again, which I get. That's their thing. That's their jam, right? And it's always worth it to listen to sheep from across the room yell Brobnar.
That's true.
So it's always worth it. Every single time. All right. I think we all know the answer.
What's one that went too far? I'm curious. Like, what would you call out there, Luke?
I can't think of a specific one that comes to mind right now.
Really?
That I definitely want to call out. Really?
Come on. Come on.
Why? Let me ask.
You can't think of one that went too far.
All right, related but different question, Luke. How many?
Okay.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah, you answer, then I'll ask the follow-up. Go ahead.
I guess the Amber Drakes was the one.
What?
That was like...
they're pretty good.
So I'm like, okay, I want these guys to be big and splashy and like stupid, and you look at this like, wow, this is awesome. And they were little... Good. They're good. They're good cards. I didn't expect them to be...
You didn't expect OTKs in Alliance?
Well, that's a different story. But...
Do you even think about Alliance when you're designing?
I try not to. I try not to.
I don't try to think about it either. Yeah,
we're all in agreement there.
All right, good answer. All right. So, related question: how many people inside GG and through the play testers saw the current text of Trank's Creed before it was published? How many people would you like to throw under the bus? Go ahead.
I'm not going to throw anybody under the bus there with that.
Oh, you don't have to say who. Just give me a number.
Can we at least throw Mammon under the bus for no reason?
Yeah, throw that guy under the bus.
I appreciate every one of my playtesters and all the time they give us to making this game as good as it could possibly be.
All right. Okay. Next question.
Follow-up question to that.
Following up.
How often do you take the advice of playtesters into consideration for modifying those cards that they're concerned about?
All the time. Like anytime like I get feedback from the playtesters or from like anybody, it does affect it. It is all considered and it is debated. And it's and it definitely impacts the development of a set, and before or after or during playtesting.
All right, another dumb question.
There are no dumb questions, Wookie.
Well,
there are. You're on this podcast. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Have you listened to this show ever?
Times.
Do you know? So, like, obviously, we're doing the art cards, right?
Yes.
Do you know who you're designing for, or does it like get designed and then it gets slapped with an art?
So for the art cards, it kind of depends. So right now, so for like prophetic visions, like even like for your specific card, like the card that you guys have your customized art for,
Mm-hmm.
for that card. That
Sydney,
card was
Sydney special. That yeah. Mm-hmm.
That card was like redesigned to like work with the art for that thing. It like the original one was sort of like that, but I'm like, okay, we gotta change this up a little bit here, because it gotta have a fun story with the actual card.
Yeah.
To go with the art.
Almost definitely.
So I try to do that. Sometimes that happens, sometimes it doesn't. It's just really a matter of like
really
what
depends.
Is needed in the house, and like if they're requesting houses, like we're kind of limited to like, okay, here's what this card can do, and here's what we have room for in the actual development for the house.
And then
really all depends.
Who gives cards their flavor text, and how do I get that job?
How do you get that job?
Yeah.
We take flavor text suggestions from anybody in the development. So anybody walking around the office or who says something cool that I happen to overhear, or
I don't remember. I remember our flavor text was pretty good. I just don't remember what it is now.
Oh, I know what it is.
I'm sure you do. What's our flavor text? Anybody remember? Ewok? Drazcor?
I'm searching. I'm trying to get there.
I do
So
not
it's
remember.
somewhere in our notes. It's only
I do not have this
155
card
pages.
in my.
You should find it.
There are 271 pages. So
Oh.
yes, it is going back a bit.
It shouldn't go back that far. Well, either way.
Yes,
I don't have this
it-
card
it-
in my.
No one take a picture of it.
No, we have
Definitely it is.
Someone probably did. It wasn't me. Ewok definitely did, but
I have a picture of the cake, but the cake doesn't have the flavor text on it.
no, the cake just has the picture.
Right.
I think that's
right.
all we have.
Right.
All right,
Yep.
so moving forward, we'll let Ewok find it in the notes.
What house was it in? I'm trying to recall that.
Shadows.
Okay,
Shadows.
thank you.
Of course,
I
for a
will-
Shadows card.
I know, but I gotta.
Oh, you know what? Some of these questions we've already gone through, so I gotta kind of mark them off as we go because they just were naturally talked about. Okay, what is one card or mechanic that barely didn't make it into the set, but you think the community would have absolutely loved?
So what card like didn't make it in?
Either a card or a mechanic that didn't make it.
That didn't make it in. Oh my gosh, let me go to the list of lost cards.
Oh boy, there's a list.
Oh.
Well, there's a list for everything.
That's true. Is
Well,
it a spreadsheet?
but picture if a card doesn't make it into a set, it's still an idea, and
Right.
you can't luse that idea, especially.
I'm
gonna hold on to
there's thoughts put into these things.
Oh boy.
I have. Okay, we'll just go through a few things here. Yeah, I have a card that is called Duckwitch that I really want to make. I haven't
Duckwitch?
gotten there yet. Duckwitch.
All
Oh,
right.
the sloppy boys would be so happy with you.
I know.
Yeah.
Like, there's that. I have a card name. I have no idea what the card is going to do, but it's just called On the Palette.
On the palette. Okay.
On the palette. Yep.
Okay. Is this a reference to Philly?
It could be. There's.
I mean, when are we going to get a 4 to 6 weeks card?
I'm not familiar with that.
You're not familiar? Oh,
Can we get an Equidon
What
card
about-
that says 50% of marketing doesn't work?
oh, that would be a great Equidon card.
It's just one of those Getty Rooking guys with like a shoulder shrug and his hands up like in the air. It's like, I don't know.
Well.
I've got an untamed card called Sir Purloin that I've not
Ooh.
gotten to yet.
Oh, okay.
It's a cat,
Okay.
if you didn't know.
I think you have to work in Whirly Ball somehow. You should make a Whirly Ball house.
Okay, hold
That's
on.
what you
Whirly-
should do.
Whirly ball house.
Chris,
Yeah,
I'm
write that down.
gonna
You're
veto
stretching
that
with
one.
that
That's
one.
a bad idea.
Maybe it's a house that
Whirly
It could
balls.
be fantasy related.
All right,
Yeah.
so here's what we're going to do. We're going to make a... That sounds like an unfathomable card, right, boys?
Whirly ball? Yeah, I guess it would
Which
have to
one?
be.
Whirly Ball.
Whirly ball?
I think you should have a whole house, right? Like different.
Well, no.
Oh, no, that's-
kind of like
That's a lot of work.
Mad Max.
Whirly ball
Yeah.
seems definitely like an unfathomable type deal, right? And they could be playing some sort of ball
We could do-
underneath the seat.
Sheep is grumbling over in the
Whirly
corner
boar.
somewhere.
Whirly Boar, Whirly Brawl. There it is.
Whirly brawl.
Oh, that's a Brobnar card.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that is. All right.
And they're just like giants throwing around a goblin. Yeah.
Did you hear
Or just
about all the
hurling rocks.
KeyForge After Dark series that apparently was created 2 years
Yeah,
ago?
we did that 2 years ago, and
Yeah,
we
so, I
never
mean-
did anything with it. One day that'll become a thing.
Sure.
Whirly
KeyForge
Brawl.
After Dark. All right. Did you ever design a card specifically because you wanted players to suffer?
No. My goal is not to make people...
What about Wookiee?
No.
We want Wookiee to suffer.
Well-
you should make a card. Yeah.
No, Wookiee's great, man.
Yeah, did you see the whole prophetic vision?
Whoa!
I told you guys. That's it. Where's the stop recording button? We're gonna end it there. Alrighty.
You know what you should do, Wookiee,
Oh.
actually. This is how you get your ideas in, Wookiee.
Right.
You know, if Luke's just walking around the office
Listen.
grabbing out ideas, get a bunch of sticky notes. The next time,
I just put them all
the next
over
time you're in,
the game center.
yeah, Minnesota. Just like stick those sticky notes in weird random places around the building so that Luke slowly finds them over the course of the next year. And he's like, I
Right.
wonder who left this idea.
I will.
Or I
do
have a better
random
idea.
notes.
I'm gonna get one of those
Oh.
glasses with the fake nose and mustache, and I'll wear like one of those brimmed
Ooh.
hats, and I'll just start saying things.
Because no one will ever
You'll be
recognize
invisible.
you, Wookie. Good.
A
That's
better
what the glasses and mustache is
idea.
for.
Now that
Alright.
is what you need. You need an upgrade that's the perfect disguise. And it's just
Sounds like
like
a Shadows card to me.
yeah, it's just like a nose and glasses, like that bushy mustache,
Yeah.
you know.
Why are we
Yeah.
horrible? This
Yeah.
is great.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's an upgrade, so it's going to be awful. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The perfect
Alrighty. Have you
disguise.
ever purposely made a card terrible just to balance out how busted the previous one was?
No, I try not to make terrible cards. That's not the.
So,
What do you mean by
so
previous
terrible
one?
cards, but what about the sorry, you go.
Like
sorry.
you made something busted, and then you're like, oh, we got to
Uh-huh.
throw in just like an absolute trash panda card
Oh no, I don't.
because this
I don't
one's
think-
too broken.
No, I'll just fix the actual card.
Oh,
then.
okay, that's fine.
Are,
Like,
But what
the goal
is
not to, like,
there ever a conversation in GG in regards to going ahead and errating card that is too
You
broken
asked this
or that
question
is
at
not?
KFC, and the answer was they'll look into it in 4 to 6 weeks.
Luke, your
Yeah, we're
voice
always-
was so different there for a second. It sounded like Wookiees. Man.
It was because you asked this question at KFC, and Luke answered it.
Yeah, errata is something we do talk about a lot in the office, and it is something that we are not it is a tool that we are willing to use.
All right.
So he asked about terrible cards, but I want to ask not about terrible cards per se, but bad cards. We know like
What's a bad
Coda.
card?
There's like Bad Penny, right? Or right, like cards that are kind of like on purpose of lower power than other cards. Do you subscribe to that? Like you should have some bad cards way of thinking?
I don't think they like saw Bad Penny as a bad card when they were developing it and designing it. I think they looked at Bad Penny and they looked at it as a combo enabler, specifically for like cards like Seeker Needle or for Whistling Darts or
sure. And it is fun for
like
that.
I think that like that was kind of what they were going. They weren't like trying to make her just a bad card. Like you need to deal with this in your deck. Dexter's Capture, man.
Oh.
But yeah, there's definitely like as you're designing and you're doing stuff and like, oh, I'm think like this card will be used in this way, and then it just isn't, and it does not work that way at all.
All right,
I think that happens a lot.
So two-parter on this one. How often do you finish a set and think, oh no, the community's going to roast us for this one?
Every time.
Every time. All right.
Every time.
And
it's like locking a set is one of the most stressful, like nerve-wracking points of my life. It's like, okay, this is it. Like,
and then
what have I done?
And then how often do you go, fucking AC, guys?
I don't say it that way.
Well, I know however you say it,
I say it in,
pay your donation there.
Thank
Oh
you.
my gosh, yeah.
I appreciate you guys a lot. Like, I know you guys give us
Go
a lot
ahead.
of grief, but you also give us a lot of like. It's good to see your guys' passion, and I really appreciate that in this. It's like if you guys didn't care about this game, like you wouldn't be here doing all of this stuff, and you wouldn't be going to like all the events. And like every event that I go to that I see you guys at, I really get excited to see you and talk to you.
Aww.
And when I go to an event and you're not there, I get a little sad. It's not quite as awesome as I thought it was going to be.
Oh man,
So
are we going to be nicer or something?
Yeah,
I
we're
don't
gonna be
like
nicer, I guess. I don't know. We'll see how long that lasts. We are old men. We tend to forget. So
that's true.
How often is our name brought up on the teams meetings?
The teams meetings?
Or do you guys not do? Do you guys just do regular old meetings? I guess you're all there. You can just all see each other in an office.
They're still on Skype.
There's whole meetings. I mean, we talk about everybody, really.
About everybody.
All right, for all those following along, Sheep, even at a distance, is helping us out. So, Luis Compare, I can't even say it now.
Compare.
Louis?
Yeah.
Compre.
Oh, yeah, the check's arriving any day now.
But the accent there fits. Yeah. Anyway, the check is arriving any day now.
One day. I'm still waiting. I checked the mail again today. Empty. So, I'll just keep waiting.
Oh man, the full art looks so awesome on that screenshot there. Yeah. For all, it's a good time. I like it.
All right. This is another fun one. How many cards, not including Mars cards, have you made specifically so players could mispronounce them?
Oh my gosh. So Mars cards are definitely high on that list.
Yeah.
Mars and Equidon.
Mars and Exodon. And now a Shadows card.
No, there's Comprende.
Louis
Compare
Compare.
or whatever.
Compare.
Comprende.
He's Italian.
It'll be easy to.
But it's
it'll be
not
fun to-
Comprende. But yeah,
He's Compare.
No. It's hold on. There's a whole story behind all of these words that are used. Compare.
Okay.
Person who introduces performers or contestants in a variety show.
Oh.
Semicolon host.
Oh.
That makes sense for us.
Compare.
Okay, so there's even a deeper
Wow.
reason I don't know
This-
this.
Yeah, it was deep. Wow.
Oh yeah, and then Lewis was something as well. Where was it?
I don't know.
Different spreadsheet. Hold on.
Well,
Got to open up a Google Doc.
So many spreadsheets. It had some. I googled it somewhere and it said something cool. So we'll just say that. Famous warrior or glorious battle.
Oh,
yeah, so the origins of Lewis's fame in warrior.
There you go.
Okay.
That's what it was.
Famous in battle.
Nice.
Must be talking about sheep on that one.
Famous in battle.
Why is it always sheep?
Because he's the only one who wins anything.
Well,
all of us.
Depends on what depends on what you consider winning. So,
you can be famous for losing.
Being number
Ewok
one
wins at life, right? Right, Ewok.
Ewok and I are very good at taking second place.
Hey, it's really, really difficult to take second place.
Alrighty.
Even I've done that.
Yeah. Second place is awesome. It's a good time. I'm going to kind of round out everything with this one. Actually, we got two more, I guess.
Well, no, I got a couple more questions.
All right,
but go ahead.
What card do you personally hate playing against?
Infernus. I still don't like that card.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
Even though
you brought it back, sir.
I did bring it back. I thought it would be fun in Prophetic Visions.
And
it's fun.
And it definitely does things.
But
like purge two cards from a discard pile
comparatively. Wow.
Yep.
Well, again, it's not for necessarily the Amber Control. I think that's a secondary thought. It's the ability to purge and eliminate those 10 plus cards.
Now
so cards that have such
purging those fates that are about to tell me I'm not allowed to play KeyForge. What do you mean? That's the only card you're looking for. I'm looking for.
You're just purging. You're just purging the fates. Interesting.
Maybe. What do you mean?
I just think that there's plenty of other cards to be.
Oh, there's some. Yes. I mean, it depends, right?
So speaking of fates prophecies, right? And I think it's one of those mechanisms. I think have some people that love it, some people that don't love it, right? And that's normal, right? Now, but I guess the thing that surprised me, and I'm curious on the design decision related to this. The thing that surprised me was there's no cards that affect the fate or prophecy, like defensively, right? It's not like turn off fates or ignore prophecies for a turn or anything like that, right? Like what was that? Did you design cards that had that and then take them out? Like I was just surprised that there was nothing in the set that
there's no
affected. Yeah. Tell me about that.
So we tried to do a few of those things, but there was always the question about interset play, and we're all of a sudden like you're holding a card that doesn't do anything against your opponent, and it being just a dead card in your deck.
But can't we go ahead and put those as dual cards so that they gain an amber or they do like a choice card? So you can go ahead and have an impact and affect a fate or a prophecy triggering, or it can do this. Because those cards do exist in our game.
They do. With choice cards, you run into another problem of how good is this card? Like this card, how the potential for this card can go a little bit crazy in choice cards.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so we went back and forth on it, and in the end, we decided that there weren't going to be any direct silver bullet cards to prophecies.
Can you make some?
No.
Are you contemplating rethinking that?
Can you make a few?
I am actively talking to judges about different mechanics that can be introduced. without breaking the game and without writing a whole bunch more rules to make it more complicated. We'll go with that.
Sweet.
Interesting.
Destroy target fate card.
I mean, but that doesn't. I don't know. How does that?
Especially knowing that I can play something at the end of my turn that triggers at the beginning of your turn. You never have a way to impact it, and so the timing window, both being before you like right away when you're starting your turn, the timing window is a really interesting, odd play space, and so that's going to be really tricky to be able to impact.
Yeah. Did you consider at some point? Like, I always wondered because there's those prophecy tokens that don't get a ton of actual like real world use. Like, I had always wondered if you had at some point designed it such that you like marked them that they
Only
had been
one was
satisfied and then like triggered them later, like at the beginning of the prophecy owner's turn or something like that. Like that did, I don't know. Am I reading too much into those tokens existing?
Well, no,
I think maybe reading a little too much into that.
Oh, okay. I always thought that only one was going to be active at a time, and then I was wrong. That was my thought on them. Is one would be active and one would be just there. You could stash a card under it, but until you took the game action to activate it, it would be kind of just there.
And that's interesting. For me, I almost picture, I still see both being active, but almost like it requires energy or some substance to be able to fire. And so that then times it out for a period of time where it takes it offline. Because right now, one of the concerns is, okay, I can stash cards to gain more efficiency. Sure. I don't think that's where the game is necessarily twisted and having major issues. But it is very interesting to be able to see if a prophecy goes ahead and just times out and you can't use it, or you can only use it every third turn, how that even changes the mechanics for the game.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it very much would.
Tell you what, we'll test it out, and we won't, and we'll get back to you. Sound good?
Sounds good.
All right. What else you got, Drazcore?
All right, so I got another question. So one of the things I think about sometimes about really cool things about KeyForge is because the decks are algorithmically constructed, you can, and right, we do, right? KeyForge does have interesting rules about how they're constructed, right? So there's like special cards that, will pull on other cards and right, that sort of thing, or a card that has multiple versions, so on and so forth. But there is a thing that was done in the FFG era that I don't know if it has been done. Like they're in, I believe it was AOA. And I'm doing this off memory, so hopefully this is correct. Mugwump and what's the action card that's like, after you fight again or something like that.
Yeah. That was a code card combo.
Yeah, what was it? Okay, yeah. So there's like those two cards.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it was, but they can't appear together in a deck.
Right.
So like the theory of both these cards are independently, in theory, fun and cool. And I do like Mugwump. But because of the way they come together, you just shouldn't let that happen. But like this game isn't just like Magic or another game where it's like, well, I'll just put those together and now I have a broken thing. It's like you can have these two different interesting things, but they are mutually exclusive.
Right.
And
Into the Fray is what you're thinking about.
That's it. Yes, Into the Fray. So I don't think anything like that has occurred in the GG era. And maybe I'm wrong. You could tell me, but like I feel like there's an interesting design space there. Like, is that a thing you consider doing? Has it actually happened? Did we just haven't noticed, or I haven't noticed? Is that hard to do?
Oh no, it's super, like the tools we have make restricting cards like that super simple to do. Now, whether or not it has happened, that's a good question. And then like this is just like I was talking about, like all the levers that we can pull on. Like we have different limiters that we can put on cards. Like they cannot Maverick, they cannot Legacy. If they are prohibited from being with other cards, that different ones have valid other deck validation, where they have to have specific cards or types of cards in the deck to appear in the deck and be a valid deck. So there's a whole bunch of like stuff that we can pull on like that.
Right.
Well, and it's interesting because even when you're talking about one of your favorite cards, Fandango can actually be Mavericked, and it can go ahead and it can be in a different house, which makes it really good.
Yes.
So, like, there's some cards that are odd. Even as you guys are talking about Mugwump and Into the Fray, I'm looking and going, man, with today's play, I would not care about that anymore. I really wouldn't.
Even at the time. I don't think we cared.
For the remainder of the Into the Fray. For the remainder of the turn, a friendly Brobnar creature gains fight, ready this creature. And then Mugwump going ahead and being 6 power after an enemy creature is destroyed, fighting Mugwump, fully healed Mugwump, give it a +1 power counter. It's essentially, it could be a board wipe, but then you get a reap at the end, and that's it. And like things like Gangernaut actually can go off for a lot more. So it's interesting to see how something that was limited early on, we look and go, that's not really an issue anymore. It's kind of cool.
Well, it's because like there's cards like Key Abduction, right, where often it
does nothing,
is a fine card, or even often actually not even that great a card, right? You sort of have to have the right setup, right? Which is fun. But then, many people argue that, hey, like Winds of Death, Key Abduction is just too strong. So like you don't have to answer your specific opinion on that, but like in theory, you could say like, hey, actually, let's just pretend for a second you thought that was too strong. You could say like, well, I like Winds of Death, which again, questionable, but let's just say that. And you like Key Abduction, so we'll just make sure they never appear in a deck together. And then those Alliance folks can do whatever heck they want, but real KeyForge is safe.
Real KeyForge. Yeah, sealed.
Right. So I guess to answer that whole thing is like, yes, that is something we can one of the levers that we can pull on in the algorithm.
All right, you should do that. That would be fun. That's my opinion.
Okay.
Make a card that needs to be not with another card.
I don't know.
So
It actually sounds cool. Yeah.
Hold on, let me put this on my list. Like, make card that broken.
Make card broken that can't go with other cards, so we can check a checkbox.
Other card.
Got it. That's KeyForge bingo. KeyForge bingo. I think that KeyForge as a whole has changed, and we talk about power creep. We talk about an increase in power level, which is always something as a game designer we're trying to kind of keep in check. But part of that has been caused as a result of reduction of cards in a set. So my question is, what has been the impact of designing of a set with a reduced number of cards? So have you kind of kept things in check? Has a reduction in cards in a set impacted you as a game designer?
Luke gets to sleep at night now. That's what it is. That's
well,
it's
maybe not.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's both good and bad. That's why I want to ask it.
It fixes some problems. Not problems. It makes my life easier in some ways, but makes my life a lot harder in other ways. Because there's less cards in a set, which means the one thing we just really cut back on were like cards that were super situational and bad cards that are just like, this card is just in the deck to make you play around it. And we really tried to avoid that kind of design. So that being gone, but then it creates a whole different level of with the smaller card pool, you're going to get more repeated cards in a deck, which it can be a good thing and a bad thing. Both like, hey, your game plan, when when you see this is going to be this going forward, which might make it simpler, but then you also have the problem of running into abilities where it's fine if there's one of them in the deck or two of them in the deck, but if you those all of a sudden are getting three in most decks, then it's like, okay, this is something else entirely.
Well, and individual cards, like common cards, actually hold a lot more value. That if it's good, it becomes really good because you're going to see it more often. But if it's a poor common card with the reduced number of cards, it really becomes a very poor house, or it has an impact negatively for the game.
Yeah, we have a
it
new.
It definitely does. It's like
we have a new nickname for that kind of card. It's called Burndish Nickels.
Honestly, I think that and this is where I think in a future set, Burnished Nickels can actually have an impact.
Oh my God.
The problem,
we're such a Lotarian combo.
But listen,
go ahead,
if Shadows had damage that it was able to go ahead and kill the Burnished Nickels, or cards that can apply direct damage to Burnished Nickels, it allows you to bounce creatures on your opponent's side. However, because it is very limited with how much damage pips there are and how much direct damage to your own creatures can be done, frankly, the amount of damage that can be done in PV, individual creature control is limited. But because of that, Burnished Nickels really absolutely drops in value, and it has very, very limited use. And so that's where the concern comes in. But honestly, with damage pips, it increases what it can do. It's just not in this set.
Like that whole brings up a great point of like, it's really interesting to see like what a card can do within its set. And it's like, how the difference, like a reprint can be in one set versus another set. And some always, that's one of the kind of the things going into a new set and like looking at reprints, like, okay, how could I take this card that was mediocre in this set and really make it sing in this next set, and like what can we do to enable this card a little bit better without breaking it? But yeah, so that's always a fun kind of space to play in.
Life for a Life is getting reprinted. Ugh.
I like Life for a Life. Oh,
yeah. Remember its original print?
Okay, so what's that?
Do you remember when it first came out? Wait, you didn't start till like WoW, did you?
No, I started.
Did you start at the beginning?
I bought decks the very first week KeyForge was launched.
Oh, okay. Because there was a big, online Discord talk about Life for a Life because it doesn't say friendly; it just says sacrifice a creature.
Oh,
so
yeah.
So there had to be clarification on it from.
They had to define sacrifice,
right?
Yeah. I mean, we can't even. That was way pre-Luke, right? We can't whine about
way
one,
pre-Luke.
Right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We can whine about other things. Don't worry.
I'm just saying
that one. You know,
it's coming back next set. Next set, Life for a Life, Burndish Nickels, Infinite Loop.
Oh, you know what you should whine about? Luke, why do you hate ships so much?
Why do I hate ships so much?
Yeah, like
you got against the ships.
Why?
Yeah, well, it's like give your opponent 3 or 4 Ember, and then like that's it. Like that's what the cards read.
Ship.
Right?
That's not what the cards read.
Sure, it does. Let's see. I'm gonna go. So I'm on Drazscore.com. Right? I'm going to cards. So Drazscore.com/cards.html, and then I'm going to filter by trash cards. Okay.
That's not.
What about our zeros and ones? This is what we got to talk about.
Luke, put this in the chat for you. There you go. There you go straight to the cards.
Score?
Drazscore. Yeah, best scoring and most famous not of the scoring systems. So Drazscore.com. Right?
Yeah.
And like
Google is trying to make me correct it to Drazscore.
So in Discord, we have the live show, and under the little chat, then Draz linked it.
Oh,
there you go. There you go. All right, so go to cards.
Zero cards.
Yep. And now go to filter by score, right? And go to zero trash, right? So like these are cards that in AC's expert opinion never should have been printed. And so the very first one that is a 0 is Amber. Amber. How do you say that? Amberwind?
Amberwind.
How do you say that? All right.
Yeah.
So it says elusive, versatile, play, exalt Emberwin 3 times.
Okay, stop there.
and
Why?
then
That's
doesn't-
forced on you. Why?
Yeah. So it doesn't matter what else it says because your opponent just kills it and they get 3 Ember. So it says play, give your opponent 3 Ember.
Yeah, but 3 Ember.
It does say that.
Yeah. So hey, there you go. So after reap, move 1 to your pool. So you need to reap like twice before it's a net benefit. So that's never going to happen. And then there's the other ones, right? They all do similar things, right? Eruption, right? Versatile, play, exalt 3 times after 5.
I really-
right? Yeah. So
I really like Angry Mob here because I can get a whole bunch of my Angry Mob.
You can get a lot of
Angry
them.
Mobs. Yeah, Angry Mob's weird. I don't know. But that's not Luke, right? That's pre-Luke, right?
That is free.
So it's not Luke that wanted us to suffer. That was somebody else.
Oh, you don't like Swindle? Oh.
Well, we got hoodwink now.
Why
so.
swindle when I can hoodwink? Yes.
Well, I guess because you're only doing one thing, so it's rarely. You're doing exactly one thing, and
Gold
you're
key
likely if.
You didn't have Oleums on here.
Gold Key Imp never should have been printed, never should be reprinted. It is almost, in a sealed game, it's almost always force go to time. Right?
Yeah.
So I might have, so I left almost every score that Z had originally created when he originally did the Z score system. I might have changed Gold Key Imp to a 0 because I think this card is just an atrocity.
Glad to see Tudor Ben Rilo here, though.
Like, I definitely played a KeyForge game against the new player and wild wormhole into a gold key imp when we're both on 2 keys and realized that, this game, whoever kills the gold key imp loses this game. And we're going to go to time. And that's just not good. But anywho, you didn't create this card, but don't reprint it anymore.
Too late. I'm pretty sure that's in Prophetic Visions.
Yes, don't do that. Stop it. Bad Luke.
Do you have impact on our Vault Master series? What cards are going into that set as well? So, I mean, there's still options to be able to pull from the previous database.
Man, why'd you show him this? That's what Vault Masters 26 is going to be, is all these cards.
It's just all the zeros.
It's going to be nothing but zeros.
How do I
and
make
1.
these zeros good?
So
that would be really bad.
Well, no, you could, right? You could do like Ancient Battle.
51 cards of 0? No, Draz, no.
Ancient Battle, just remove the cannot reap. Each friendly creature gains after a fight gain 1. Like, that's an interesting card.
No, it's not.
Well, you just make
Why?
it. You got to make a new card then. You can't just change. You're not going to change. You're not going to go back and change all of
Call
these.
it Battleground Nouveau.
Nouveau, I like that.
No. Don't listen to him.
Yeah, don't listen to me. So, but
We gave
yes,
Consult
you could
the Bones
do
a
different
0?
versions of some of these. What's that?
Yeah.
Yes, you guys kept complaining until finally I made it a 0.
There's no amber pip on it, and you're discarding your card from TV, and so you don't want to discard your card.
I thought somebody complained to get it to a 1. I thought it was.
I mean, I was arguing, and everybody was like, "No, it's 0."
It's a chance to be able to go ahead and hit bonus icons. Again, you don't know what's there, but
it's not good.
It's not good at all.
All right, back to focus. No. Thanks for showing them this page, so now we can get all trash cards.
Yeah, well, no, go to
Hassis Raptors.
Chase cards.
Still not Luke.
Right? And then I guess we have to do a new level, like the infinite
cards
power. Right? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, but
your auto encoder's there.
Yeah, we do have auto encoder, but not all the 6s are created equal anymore, right? But these are all chase cards, right? So
do we need like a 6 plus and a 6 minus? Like some are a little
maybe
better than the other?
because Cosmic Recompense is in here, right?
Do we need to add a 7?
So I guess Luke, for me, the question is: do you look when you look at an overall set? Do you look at the different axes kind of for efficiency, for control, because we're seeing Befuddle, we're seeing Atrocity. Do you look at each of those lines when going ahead and designing an overall set?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like everything is. I have spreadsheets galore about a set, and there's different scores for cards in there, and that I try to use to get an idea of how a set is going to go. Now, does that encompass everything? Probably not, or definitely not. But we definitely have metrics that we look at to try to help us along. And then we throw it to the playtesters and have them beat us up for
see what happens.
Months. Yeah.
Well, and the
Fair
short
enough.
answer is that putting it out the first day, as you were worried about, hits more players than all of your playtesters combined. And so that's a real challenge, especially as playtesters aren't seeing, like, I don't know, how do playtesters see? Are they seeing curated decks? Are you going ahead and pulling individual cards that you're concerned about and like, hey, test this? Or is it more just a splattering of cards that you're putting in? Are they looking at the individual houses as a whole? How do you really go ahead and do that?
Kind of all of the above. Like we have, again, a bunch of levers that we can pull. We can give them decks. We can give them decks with specific cards in them. They get the full card lists. They definitely are encouraged to look at cards, and if you see if there's an issue, you can alter the decks to say, okay, well, how would this deck go with 2 of these cards instead of 1 or 2, or if it had this as well in it. So they're definitely open to kind of test the decks as much as they want, and basically for as long as they have time to do it.
Do you go ahead and go
ahead. We're getting a little long in the tooth.
Do you actually, because you said that you had spreadsheets. Do you have spreadsheets that go ahead and will detail the amount of amber control per house and per card rarity, and then creature control and control? Okay.
All right, getting a little long in the tooth here. We're going to go through one more question. There you go. JR's got it highlighted.
All right.
We're going to go into this one, and then we're going to go into the rapid fire, which is just real quick questions, one word answers.
Because I get to use this. Luke, what game mechanic are you most proud of for bringing into the game?
Game mechanic that I'm most proud to bring on. So,
I could make it even more general. What item are you most? They could be a card, a game mechanic. What are you most proud of for bringing into the game?
So, that one. Give me a minute to think about that one.
All right.
So I'm gonna have to go back and
While you're thinking of that one, let's go into the rapid fire section, which is AC's most favorite section. I might have made that whole thing up. So, Luke, what's your favorite kind of Mountain Dew?
Mountain Dew, like the kind I don't have to drink.
Oh, okay. Ooh, we should probably start with these. We might have just ended this interview right now.
Mr. Helmkey's really going to be
he's not going to be happy about that one. Yeah, I know.
No,
what do you drink instead of Mountain Dew?
Yeah.
I'm a cola drinker myself.
Okay.
Pepsi or Coke?
You drink a lot of Dubby? We drink Dubby here, right, guys?
Dubby.
We do.
We'll tell you later.
Oh.
Pepsi or
do we
Coke?
still? No, we don't.
No, we do.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
Did you say
that
Pepsi?
and Malort? That and Malort.
Yeah. We sometimes mix the two. But I'm sorry, did you say Pepsi or did you say Coke?
Pepsi.
You monster. What's your favorite Girl Scout cookie?
Girl Scout cookie. The shortcake ones. I don't know what they're
shortbreads?
called. Yeah.
Yeah, just the plain
With
old
the chocolate on the
shortbreads.
back.
Totally forgot all my other ones that we normally talk about.
How about this one? Look, if we see you at a bar and we want to pick you up, what drink should we order you?
All of them.
All of them? No, but what's going to give us our best chance?
Bourbon.
Okay. All right. Do you have a favorite bourbon?
For the everyday kind of stuff, Knob Creek.
Okay.
If I'm feeling fancy, Angel's Envy.
Okay. All right. I like it.
Are those good, Drescar?
For Girl Scout cookies, Wookiee. What are we going with? Caramel Delights and some.
Well, I always go with Caramel Delights.
Yeah.
Those are my favorite of all time, ever. Amen. And then I forget what the normal other questions we normally ask are because I didn't write them down. Normally, I just remember them. That's favorite.
What's your favorite Oreo?
Favorite? Oh yeah, what's your favorite Oreo?
Double stuff.
Double stuff.
Yes.
That's a good one. It's a solid Oreo. And I think that's all.
In how many sets, Luke? How many sets is it going to take for us to learn that the true purpose of the Crucible is it's a universal doomsday device because it's just going to consume everything across the entire universe and jam it into itself. So it's actually a super weapon. How many sets?
Are you talking about Lost?
That's exactly what it is, right? It's a super weapon. It's just going to keep eating.
I thought it was about friendship and magic. I thought this was My Little Ponies.
How many sets, Luke?
Are you talking Lost or are you talking like Dark Tower now?
I'm talking. Yes, exactly. See, Dark Tower. Yes.
Right.
See.
There you go.
It's got all these bits,
Okay.
right?
Yep.
Right?
Layers, baby.
The architects are actually super.
Have you been watching Welcome to Derry lately? Is that what we're going at here?
I have not seen that yet.
No.
So yeah, you have to go through the ring gates and everything. The expanse. I don't know. So,
oh, geez.
Something. I don't know. Now we're just
Are they called
referencing
ring
everything.
gates? That's a very lame name for it.
Yeah, I do believe that is the
The
what is that? The gunslinger dude? I can't remember what that is.
Roland.
Oh yeah, well that's Dark Tower. I mean, that's what. Yeah,
That's Dark Tower. Yeah.
Yeah.
I forget his name though. The gunslinger.
Roland.
Yeah.
Roland.
Yeah, the man in the black. In black fled into the desert, and the gunslinger followed. Right?
Yeah.
Across the desert, sir.
Across the desert. Darn. See, it's really catchy. It's like for whatever reason, it's a great opening line.
Yeah, it's a great opening line. That Dresgor cannot remember.
I've been watching.
Well, I was close,
and I'm kind of hooked on the whole it thing right now. And then who's your favorite wrestler?
The Rock.
The Rock. That's a good one. It's a good. It's basic, but it's a solid answer.
I'm nothing but basic here.
Right.
But to answer your previous question about favorite mechanic bringing into the game, it is the toss-up between the house enhancements, and then it's not a game mechanic, but it's just something cool that we can do with KeyForge, and it is the full art decks that we are coming out with.
Yeah,
they're
really cool.
Both have been great.
Like,
definitely wasn't an AC idea. They did that all on their own.
Checks in the mail.
Doesn't matter, man.
Checks in the mail. I'll check again.
Are you coming to Necco?
No, I will not be.
What other lame thing are you doing?
What other lame thing am I doing? I'm doing some children's sports thing, I'm sure.
That is lame. Man.
Yeah.
What are the kids in?
They right now they are doing softball, baseball, swimming, volleyball, basketball.
Jeez.
Sounds awful.
It's a busy life.
This is my life.
It's fantastic.
I understand you. Enjoy every moment. It will
I also understand this too, but man, how many kids you got?
3.
You have 3 kids? Okay, man, that's a lot.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, they're multiple sports.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got limited amount of years here, so we are living life to its fullest. So
I get it. I fully understand it. But
we appreciate you taking time out on this Thursday night to join us.
Yeah, it's always fun to talk to you guys.
To answer our terrible questions.
When you go to the
there were some good questions.
Ghost Galaxy Halloween party, what character from KeyForge do you dress up as?
What?
Oh.
Does Ghost Galaxy even have a Halloween party?
I guess it would have to be like some big night guy.
Big night guy? Which one?
I don't know.
It's not the rating night, is it?
It's the rating night.
Give you shit about the rating night.
He walks
it's like, I love the rating night.
He walks around and just
I always capture exactly one.
Actually,
I would like to go as Gargantua's scraper.
He walks around and he takes people's Pepsis, but only one Pepsi.
The only one.
Yes. I'm not that greedy. Come on.
Alrighty, that's gonna do it for us tonight. This time, big thank you to Mr. Luke for coming on. That is his one and only name, Luke, Mr. Luke. And we will see. Remember, we will be gone the next 2 weeks. It is Christmas and New Year's. Spend some time with your families while we're all still around. Right? That's what I'll be doing.
While they're still around, okay.
While they're still around. You never know. You never
Merry
know.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas to everybody. Happy holidays, and we will see you in 2026.
Happy Kwanzaa, everyone.
May the Forge be with you. Thank you, Luke. We appreciate you.
Thank you, guys. That was fun.
Rick and Morty, bitch, I ball Robert Hood. Where that stank? Roll me up. Where that drink? Roll me up. Say your friend coming too. Tell that skank. Hurry up. Ever since I can remember, nigga, I done ran shit. Hit her with that bomb dick. Yeah, that I ran shit. Hit her in my old school driveway of the man.